Today is October 1st, 2023. It's 9 a.m. and I'm ready to go up to the top pasture and start mowing those weeds up there. Now, yesterday I mowed this pasture down here. I call it the bottom pasture, across the creek, on the other side of the creek. There's a creek over there where the trees are. And then the day before yesterday, I mowed the pasture on the other side of that, over by the road. I call it the pasture by the road. So that one I did 2 days ago. This one I did yesterday, and looks good. And it goes all the way back to the back. I call it the bottom pasture. That's also the bottom pasture, but it's also the bottom pasture near the road. Near the road and across the creek. Okay, now I gotta work on the top pasture, because that's where I keep my bales. That's where I do all the feeding of the round bales during winter time. I feed them all up there. Once in a while, if I need to lock them into the pasture there by the road, I'll feed them there along that little low spot where I fed some bales a while back when we were hauling bales up here. I had them locked in there. But right now they're free to roam the whole pasture, the whole 20 acres. So let me get started up there. I'm gonna open that gate and go through it. Then I'm gonna close the gate because I got my other 2 gates open to the road, so I don't want the cows getting out. So I'm gonna close that gate and I put through it. Okay, let's get started. Before I start, I'm gonna get a preview of what's out here before I mow it down. I didn't even mow this. I didn't mow this area here, but I'm going to be mowing up there because that's where the majority of the weeds are, in the areas where I feed hay. Mostly in that section there. I'll go above and I'll go a little higher and get a better view of that. So that's my bales for the winter. The old hay from last year is over there. I forget where the new ones start. I usually mark it, but the last cutting, or the second cutting, I only had 2 cuttings this year because of dry weather or something, heat, dry, not enough fertilizer, something. So anyway, that's the I'd say the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 of those rows there. 6 rows. It's 20 bales, so 6 times 1, 2. It was 20 bales, 22 bales we put up here on the second cutting. All the rest, and the first cutting ends, I'd say where that big tree is. Yeah, that's about where the first cutting, or the cutting from last year, was right of that taller tree there, or somewhere in there. Anyway, that's what I got for feeding this winter. And there's my corral. And like I said, I haven't mowed any of this. The cows just keep it down, and for some reason the weeds don't want to grow here too good. Soil must be poor. Yeah, that's my guess. Anyway, I'm going to be driving around and just reviewing the areas that I'm going to cut. And I'm going to go up there and take a look at that too. Oh, and this is my road. There's the gate, and there's my road coming up. I can lock the cattle out of that road area, which I have done. Since we finished baling, since we finished hauling bales, I locked them out. And they don't really need to come in here, especially after it rained, because I don't like them tracking the road up. But anyway, there's the bottom pasture that I mowed yesterday, and the other pasture that I mowed the day before that, way over there by the road. So I'm going to go up here and take a look. Well, my tractor's down in that branch down there, waiting for me. I should have turned it off, but I didn't think I'd be that long. Anyway, this is where I feed the hay. From here all the way around, turn right, and go all the way down till I had a shelter built for winter time for ice and snow. And this is where I feed, and that's where all the big stuff grows. And this stuff here, ever since I've had this pasture, there's always been some kind of a mint. But the last few years, the mints seems like they're spreading faster. Anyway, that's an old Ford hay rake. I used it for your same place, same neighbor who I bought the I bought it from the same neighbor I bought the Ford baler, and it worked for years. But all those bearings on that rotary thing, the wheels, they kept breaking down, so I stopped. And something else broke down too. I can't remember what it was, but I just stopped using it. I'm sure I could fix it up and get it working again, but it's just not worth my time to fix it. But it's nice, nice memory, because that's my first hay rake that I used when I moved here. Okay, that's my trash dump. It came with the came with the property when I bought it, so I just been adding to it. I probably shouldn't. I should dig a hole on the side and bury all this stuff, but I haven't done that yet. But anyway, that's the bottom pasture that I mowed yesterday down there. You can see it through the trees. Cattle like it down there. They also like it in the woods here, and it goes all the way down. You can't see, but it goes all the way down to the other end right there. Okay, that's what I got here. Let me walk up here. Oh man, I don't like walking through these weeds. They're pretty big. Oh, this belongs to my family farm, or my dad, but he's passed away since I think 2008 or something. But anyway, I've hung on to this. I used it a few times. It's like a chisel plow, a spring tooth chisel plow, and it had some teeth on the back end, like a dirt leveler, and I took that off because it was just picking up trash. Like I said, I used it a few times on my on the hayfield that I'm using on the farm, but I kept it here because I didn't want my brothers to sell it when my dad died. Now my brother wants it back because he wants to reattach the back thing, because he wants to use it. He broke out Dad's old disc out of the shed that was idle for like 20 years. So now he wants to, I told him he can come pick it up, but he better not sell it because it belongs to the Freeze farm now. But it always belongs to the Freeze farm, but I just want to make sure they don't sell all this equipment, because it's to me it's a memory of my dad and farming with my dad and all that stuff. Oh, there's another one of those boxes I built, and that one was actually a lot bigger than that was my original one, and I stopped using it. I just let the hay out now. But anyway, that's some old equipment. And then here's all the weeds I got to cut. Here's that. I gotta get through that. How am I gonna walk through there? I'm gonna have to go back around. Anyway, on the other side of those weeds, it's pretty clear. It's not too thick. It's only thick right there in that middle where I feed the hay. Right there is where I feed them. And on the other end, it's not so bad. There's some iron weeds on the other end, on the wider area back there, past that shed. If you can see that shed back there, the little shelter I built. That's from there to around here is where I feed all the hay bales, all the way back to here. I just spread them out and let them eat it. Anyway, I'm gonna go down there and take a video of it from that end. I'll probably mow a path on the way down there, but right now I got to get through this and get back to my tractor. I guess I'm gonna go around. I ain't walking through there. I'm gonna go walk back around this way and go back to my tractor. Okay, see you on the other end. This is all that mint. Most of it's mint, but there's a thistles in here. There's them sticker weeds. Look how big those sticker weeds are. The cattle usually eat the tops off of those, but they haven't touched these yet. Anyway, there's some Jimson weeds that went to seed, but I'm just going to mow them down. In the past, I would try to spray them all before they went to seed, but I got lazy in my old age, and I got out of that habit. Anyway, here's the weeds I got to mow. All the way down there. It opens up back there. It's a little wider back there. I fed there a few times. I think I see a kettle. Anyway, that's where the cattle hang out. There's a pond back there on to the left. So in front of those trees on the left side. I built a pond there in 2000, I don't know, 15 maybe. Anyway, just to make sure they had water up on top. Anyway, this is where I got to mow today. It's not, I think it's smaller than the bottom pasture on this side of the creek, but I think it's still pretty long though. Still pretty big. But mostly it's these big weeds I got to worry about, because that's where I feed it. I also got to be careful in there too, because there's also piles of old hay that I got to try to avoid, because I don't want to clog up my catch it with my mower, and there might be some bumblebee nests in those piles of old hay, so I got to be careful. But down there past that shed where those tall weeds end, it's mostly just iron weeds, like those things here, those little white top things, and those are no problem. But for a few years there, I fed hay down there too, but lately, the last few years, I concentrated more here in this area, since it's closer to the thing. It's out of the wind during the winter time. Okay, let's go down the other end. Take my video of the before I mow, and then I'll start mowing for good, for real, or say more seriously. Okay, let me get started here. Well, I went to this side first to get a better view of the whole thing from this end, and the tall weeds. Some of them are pretty colored. The tractor looks like, I think those are the gypsum weeds. The stick weeds are the lower bushes. Yeah. Anyway, I'm headed down to the other end. I'm going to be mowing on the left side as I go down. Okay, I hope you can hear me. Alright, let me head to the other end now. Well, I'm at the end of my hay storage area where I got my electric box. I need to adjust the electric thing. I need to have it on still. Just got around. But I'm going to do it one day. Put a board or something underneath the bottom, and then so I can have it still. Catching the sun better. It still works. Yeah. Here's that gate post that I fixed a while back. Yeah. I put that as a new post there. But anyway, that's it. Okay, let me. That's where I usually drive my truck through there. So I didn't mow it, but it looks like I mowed it. I drove through it to knock the weeds through there. So when I was working on the fence back there. Okay. And I fed a few bales along the woods there too. But there hasn't been any of these sticker weeds growing yet. Look at those gypsum weeds. Oh boy. Look how many there are. There'll be plenty more next year, because I've left so many seeds there now. I'll have to mow it earlier. Anyway, let me get to the other end. Take another one down there. I'm at the shed now. I built that. I don't remember when I built it. It's been a while. And I just built it so they'd have a winter shelter, like during an ice storm or a big snowstorm. Protected from the west and the north, the east and the south sides are open. Anyway, there's cattle way over there in the woods. Corner of the woods. Anyway, here's an example of how big those gypsum weeds are. Taller than my house or my dump. That one is the tallest weed on. Look at all those dried up seed pods. Okay, let me I'm on the east side now. And this is the pond over there. Barbed wire fence goes all the way to the corner. It's not barbed wire all the way down. And then there's the bull, and there's a couple calves over there too. I think the other cows are farther into the woods. I haven't seen them yet. Anyway, I already mowed a path in there. Look at that thistle. I'm going to mow it down too. Okay, guess I'll go start mowing now that I got video of all the weeds. And I'll video again when I'm done. Okay, let's get this job done. Okay. Alright. Well, the bull doesn't seem to mind me mowing with my tractor because he just laid down. Relaxed. I made another path through there, but I'm going to get started on it. And I saw some more animals down there. Animals are spread out in the woods. It's cooler in the woods, so there's some more down in there somewhere. Okay, I'm going to get back to work. Stay there, bully. Don't worry about it. I won't be over here for a while. Well, it's 10 a.m. now, and I've got this part done. Cows all went back into the woods. Yeah, this looks much nicer now. And this is the easy part. There's the pond back there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to start working on them tall weeds now. The easy stuff I can leave. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start working on that. I'm going to work from the outside and go to the inside. This is the mold hay in the center there. I'm going to make sure I avoid that. So I got to cut it off, cut the edges off first so I can see where those piles of hay, old piles of hay are located. Okay, the hay's thick enough there won't be no weeds growing in it. Okay, let me start on that now. Well, I'm here now. I'm ready to start this big stuff. I'm going to just take a small cutter on each, about half a mower's width. So I may have to raise up my mower too on the first cut. Make sure I don't overload the mower. Okay, let's get it started. Well, I got most of it done, except for this middle part. I got a few weeds there to cut. I'll do that last. I mowed everything on this end here. There's that chisel plow. Spring tooth. That's what I call it anyway. I don't know what it's really called. I had to get off and rest my legs. Rest my knees. Well, like I said, I got the small stuff cut down. I couldn't cut that few places because of the limbs overhanging. Dude, I got all that cut there. All that's left is the middle. Now I gotta be careful with that. I'm gonna cut that. Let me walk over here. Yeah, I cut most of the weeds through here. I cut the weeds on this side too, the short stuff. I need strength left in my knees. Anyway, that's where it is right now. Still got this tall stuff to do. I'll just take my time. And there's the gate going out down to the bottom. That's already cut. I cut that yesterday on this side of the creek. The other side of the creek I cut 2 days ago. Tractor's running good. I gotta be careful when I get toward the center because that's where all the piles of hay were left over from when I fed last. That was in the spring. Okay, let me get back on tractor and get the rest of this done. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to be scattering a lot of gypsum weed seeds when I mow them down. That's why I'll spray them next year. There'll be too many of them. Well, it's almost 11 o'clock a.m. and all I got left is this little middle part here. But this is all the stuff that there is here. And there's also some piles of old hay in there too. Okay. I'm gonna spring. I'll try to avoid them if I can see them. Or I'll pick up my mower so I have to run over them. But I'll try to get a recording of each big pile if I can see it. Well, there's one of the piles, okay, that I had last spring. Now it's quite cleared up. And here's another pile of old hay. And here's a third pile. I think this is the biggest one. Yeah. I think that's probably all the old piles, but there might be a few more up along there. But I remember these three. That's the last bales that I said. But I'll see what else I can find when I go through there. Okay. Here's the fourth pile of old hay. Well, this isn't exactly a pile of old hay, but it's an old lake where the hay was, but most of it turned to soil already. Well, look at the forest. Forest of gypsum weed. My God, look at that. Forest of gypsum weed. Oh boy. And they grow good in this old rotten hay. Turn to soil. Well, anyway, I'm going to keep going. Get back all the big gypsum weeds down. I'm still going to cut it down, but at least I'm getting it done. Well, I'm almost done. I was leaving them tall gypsum for that. I'm going to cut all the little stuff down. I've been going around the bigger piles of old hay. So far so good. I'm going to save this little patch here with all those big gypsum trees on. Cut that last. Well, it's about 20 after 11 a.m. And you can see the 4 piles of old hay. That was probably my last meeting in the spring. And there's other, I still have 2 patches of big gypsum weeds to cut down. There, I'm going to do that now. Well, I had to get off the tractor, huh? My knees were getting too stiff. Well, I've got that small patch of gypsum weeds cut down. That's hard to do. I have to raise my mower up to cut the first pass. I cut the tops off first, and then I got to come back over it because those stems, the base stems near the root, oh, they're big, but at least they come out of the ground easy because the ground is that old rotten hay, so they come out of the ground. But I can still hear them. It's like cutting wood. I can hear them knocking around inside the box there. But like I said, I raise it up when I get to a big one. I raise it on the first pass across all that. I'll keep it raised up, and then I'll come back over it and cut down the stems. Oh, I just cleaned it up. Anyway, it's all good. I've only got a little bit left. How about that? Then I'll be done. And then I guess I've got to I'm going to cut the weeds in the small pasture behind my house. It's the right thing to do. I mean, I cut everything else. I might as well cut that too. I'll just have to go slow because there's probably lots of limbs down there. I didn't cut that last year either. So I'll just have to be careful and go slow and watch where I'm driving. And get off and pick up the big limbs when I see them. Or go around them. A lot of times I'll just go around them. Okay. Well, That's all. That's all. I'm gonna cut that down and then I'll be done. Just to let you know what I keep in my cooler. I got 6 bottles of distilled water on each side, on the long side, and then I got it's the same thing, distilled water. The 2 bottles on the inside but they're frozen. They're frozen when I start. So those 2 bottles of frozen distilled water keep the other ones chilled, because they're all making contact with those 2 bottles, in the center. And that's how I keep my water cool. It's just 2 bottles of ice in the bottom. I just put the whole bottle in the freezer and keep everything cool. I don't want it too cold. I just want it cool enough to drink. Okay. I'm just taking a break and cooling off in the shade. Pretty hot out in the sun. Okay, there's my corral and my trailer back there. Sometime this month of October, I'm going to be scheduling to take that Highland yearling in. Oh yeah, I got to cut that. I almost forgot. No, I didn't forget. Just kidding. Okay, I'm going to get that now. I think my break is over. At least I cooled off in the shade. Right here. Okay, let's go. Well, it's 11:40 a.m. and I'm done mowing this top pasture. I've got it all done. Oh well, I gotta clean up those 2 weeks there. That's still, I'm not gonna get those. I think it's too cheap for those. But I can get those 2 iron weeks. Okay, I'll get those 2 iron. Well, but the big stuff is done. The big stuff is done. All going down. I'm gonna drive down to the other end and get a video record of what it looks like this night. Well, it's 11:45 a.m. and I'm done mowing this top pasture. I've got most of the cleanup. I can't mow the edges because there's lots of limbs in there, branches, logs, and whatever. Anyway, I got the important big weeds. I got them cut down, and that's where now I can feed hay bales there real easily. The weather gets cold. Or when they start eating hay, when the grass runs out of here. Eventually the grass will go down the road and I'll have to feed hay. Okay, I'm heading home here. As soon as I'm going to mow it up the other end. There's a few iron weeds to get and rip off and rip spot up. Not much. Okay, I'll be headed home pretty soon. Well, it's still October 1st, 2023, and it's 12 noon, and I finished mowing the top pasture here. This is where I feed hay bales along that top edge there, off to the right of those bales. That's where I feed the hay bales in winter time. And there's my corral, and there's my trailer, and there's a couple old cars, 78, 79 Fiestas. They don't run anymore. Haven't run for 20, 30 years, I guess. Well, no, since 2000, I don't know, sometime after 2010 they broke down. So anyway, I'm done with the mowing on this 20-acre pasture, the top pasture, the bottom pasture down there, and the pasture up there near the road. Okay, yeah, I'm on the high ground. Probably can't see. No, I can't see nothing. Anyway, I'm getting ready to go home. I'm done for today. I guess tomorrow I'll try to I'll be mowing the little small pasture behind my house. Okay, over in that direction. And it's the bottom ground. That pasture is in the bottom here near the creek. Okay, I'm done for today. I'm glad to get it done. One more little pasture to cut. I'd say it's about 4 acres, something like that. Okay, let's go home. Yeah, I cut it all with that little bush hog mower. It's falling apart, but it still does the job. Tractor too. I think it's a tractor's a 1970 or 71. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, that fitter's got fluid in it. This mower's got lots of rust holes in it, but as long as it holds up, it don't fall apart on me. I'll keep using it. Okay. Alright, I'm headed home now. Alright. I'm going to pull this in. Well, when I go down, I might see the cattle, so I'll wait and no, I see cattle. Okay, I might get two cattle eating grass. Or wallowing in the water. I'll say goodbye at the main gate. Well, I'm on my way out of this top pasture. I'll close that gate behind me. And I just noticed that the cows are way down there on the corner, they're on the creek side of that fence. Yeah, they're on the creek side of that fence. Who's that? One of them's on this side, the shade over there. That's the first tree here on the hill. But all the rest of it looks like they're on the other side of that fence. But I don't mow that side between the fence and that creek. I mowed it with my lawnmower a little bit. What are they doing down in that corner? I guess it's hiding. The bull looks like it's hiding in the shade. But I got barbed wire there, and it's on, so I don't think they're going to be getting out. But I'll check it out. Well, there's the cattle. Looks like they're all on this side of the fence. Bully's just standing there looking at something on the other side of that fence in that corner. I don't know, he's on the other side of the fence. He's on the side of the creek of the fence. And looks like there's a heifer down in the red heifer down in the corner in front of that gate. But they can't get across that way. That fence, I added that barbed wire and now they can't get over that fence, I don't think. So I don't know what the bull's doing down there. He's looking at something. Maybe he's just standing in the shade. I don't know. I don't know what he's up to. I think they're just cooling off in the shade. That's what I think. Cooling off in the shade. Yeah, they got shaded all along that south fence. That's why I gotta put barbed wire up there. Barbed wire up there one of these days. Pretty soon. After I get done mowing, that might be my next project. I don't know. Yeah. I don't have any other projects that I'm thinking of. That's the only one that I need to work on before the end of the year. Oh well, no, I would like to get new rear tires for this tractor. Yeah, I'll do that. Look who's with the big bull, the little bull. The little bull, he's right next to, those two guys get along pretty good. They're the only boys out here now. Yeah, so I guess they hang out. The boys club. I just don't like when the big bull is just hanging out in that corner. Yeah, I think he's just trying to catch the shade. I guess that's what he's doing. I don't think he can jump over that barbed wire fence. It's on, so anyway, I'm going home now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be one more. Listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Right behind the bull, there's a brown calf. Right behind the bull, he's laying down. Brown calf's laying down. Right next to that. Right next to now that little white calf, bull calf, he's butting heads. He's playing with that other calf laying down. Okay, so they're all there. So I'm going home then. This will be my ending. This will be my ending. I mowed this yesterday. I I mowed the top pasture today. So this 20-acre pasture is all mowed. Okay, and then I mowed the pasture by the road on that side of the other side of the creek there by the road. It's all good. It's all done. Now I can still have to mow the pasture behind my house, but I'll do that tomorrow. It's too hot right now. That's why I mowed in the morning, because it's cooler. Okay, this will be the end of this one. All right. Or maybe I should, instead of ending it here on this pasture, I mowed that yesterday. Okay, I mowed the pasture on the top, the top pasture, so that's the end. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.